You're looking for a camera where you can get these kinds of shots, or these kinds of shots, or even these kinds of shots. This is definitely going to be something that you want to pick up for 2017. GoPro Hero 5. Hey YouTubians, what's up? Coming to you with another unboxing review. This time I have the GoPro Hero 5 for you guys. This is a unique action camera made by GoPro. I know their company's been hurting lately with the Karma drone. I'm sure you guys have all been aware of that. This is a really good camera. This camera shoots in 4K, 2.7K, all the way up to 1080p at 120 frames a second. It can do time lapses and convert them into videos, so you can have really nice time lapses of sunsets or star movement, and it just puts it all into a video right in camera for you. It makes it super easy. So let's go ahead and unbox this, and we can talk more about the features along the way. Okay, so one of the things that I really like about the new GoPro is the packaging. It's a lot easier actually. It looks like you just go into the bottom here, so we'll grab our trusty Leatherman here. I really recommend these, by the way. And going right to the bottom, and we'll pull out the camera and show you guys what comes inside the box. So, alright, looks like GoPro's made this a lot easier. Let's see if it's true. Got a pull tab here, we'll just pull it out. Look at that, that's awesome. Okay, so got the packaging here. Just a little bit on the packaging here. It's waterproof without a housing this time, so you don't need to worry about taking the housing on and off to go underwater. It also makes it so that the 3 microphones, one on each side here, one on the side, one in the front, and one in the back, can pick up your voice a lot more accurately. It does have voice control. You can say things like GoPro take a photo, GoPro take a video, and it will do it. It's kind of annoying, but this GoPro is really cool because this is the first GoPro with image stabilization, and it works really well. It's going to stabilize your shots whether you're riding a mountain bike or walking or trying to vlog with this. This is really going to get the job done as far as being stabilized. It's to the point where you don't really need the gimbal, the Karma gimbal that they try to sell you. And of course, the GoPro Hero 5 does have a touchscreen on the back, and it's a rather good touchscreen. It's larger than the other one on the Hero Silver 4, and it seems to be more accurate. Aside from that, included in this box, there's going to be a frame, which the GoPro actually comes in here, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. A mounting buckle that's new and improved. I'll show you guys that too, as well as a couple of flat mounts. Some of the other nice things about this camera, it does shoot 12 megapixel stills, and it can do it at 30 frames a second. It does have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, which is really key. You don't have to worry about turning on the Wi-Fi anymore. Essentially, you just log on, it will find it right away, right through the app, and it's really good. It's super fast, and it's much quicker at transferring photos than the Hero Silver 4. This one does have GPS enabled. It also has wind noise reduction, which is awesome. And like I said, you can shoot up to 4K at 30 frames a second, 1440p at 80 frames a second, and 1080p at 120 frames a second. So if you guys are looking to do some slow motion with this, it's going to be awesome. All right, aside from that, we can do raw photos, which is something, if you're into editing, you'll really appreciate. You can go into a post-production and pull in a lot more details. You have a lot more data to work with. And it also has a stereo mic input. So let's get started. First thing, let's free the camera here. Let's take a look at this. So this is the housing that it comes in. And it looks like we just push, there we go. Boom, there we go. So this is the actual camera itself right here. All right, we've got your power button right there, and your photo button, video button. This front display is still there, and the back display is there. All right, so gone is the button on the front, which makes this really much easier to use. Aside from that, this is just a simple push-in door. It slides up, and there is your battery housing and your SD housing there. And this is waterproof, which is really nice. The second door here is on the left side of the GoPro, and that's going to house your power, your hookups. So you got your USB-C in here and your HDMI, and that's how you're going to plug in any external microphones, external batteries, anything like that. You're going to do it right here. The nice thing about this is that this will actually come off if you pull it hard enough. Let me take a look here real quick. Yep. So that will come off like that, and then you can pop this back in the housing. Let's see here, like this. And you have a new housing mount and full access to your charging port. So if you're shooting like a time lapse and you want to have this in the frame, but you also need an external battery because you're trying to get a sunset and it's going to take a couple hours for it to go down, then you're good to go on that. And that's really nice. I was worried initially about losing this little door here, but GoPro does sell these for like $20 on their website, which is crazy overpriced. But hey, if you lose the door, it's not waterproof anymore. So there you go. So there's that. Let's see what else is inside the box here. We got the housing itself, and this is how they attach it in there. So they got one big screw. Yes. One really big screw apparently. Okay, so you get one pin screw here like this. Then you get your housing like this here. This is just a stabilizer to keep the GoPro from moving. And this is the new and improved mount that they have on here. So you guys can see that. Let's take a look. What this does, this has a rubber retainer built into it, and that keeps the GoPro from shaking. They used to come with that little horseshoe looking thing you'd slide in there. Now this just pops up like that. And then you can push this in and pop it out. It's really nice. The other really nice thing about this mount is that it has the bolt actually built into it. I don't know if it's going to focus there, but there we go. So it has the bolt built in, so you don't have to worry about this little bolt here falling out anymore. It's now part of the mount, and it's actually threaded into the first slot here, so that's going to be really durable. Let's take a look and see what else they got in here. More easy packaging. Let's see here. All right, so we got a curved mount in the box, and we got a GoPro battery here, and we got a flat mount here, and we got a cable here. And that's really all that comes in the box. You may get some literature on the bottom. Let's take a look here. Let's see if we got any literature in here. Let's grab one of these wings and pull up somehow. Alright, so. Okay, so apparently you got to destroy the packaging to get to the bottom here. Or I did it wrong. It's more likely the case. That's all we got in the packaging. Some things here. Let's see, we got some literature here. Yep, a quick start guide showing you their new apps, and the apps are awesome. Just a minute on this. You can actually control this camera with your phone in real time. You can see what it sees. You can change all the settings. This is amazing if you're driving a race car, or you have this thing tethered up high in a tree, so you can get some awesome action sports of your backyard wiffle ball game or whatever you're trying to do. Using this on the phone is way easier. Also, if you're using this as a vlogging tool or as a B-roll camera to film your products, you can use your phone as a viewfinder, which is awesome. I really like that. So their capture app is really good. I'd highly recommend it. I'm not so familiar with the quick app. It looks like it says automatic edits made awesome. Well, we'll see about that. So we got that here. You got the you break it, we replace it. We got 2 years of coverage here. The Plus, which GoPro is rolling out as their cloud-based solutions for your photo storage. We've got some stickers here, which is awesome. Maybe we'll stick one on the new MacBook Pro. Wouldn't that be a sin? And we have probably a warranty guide here. Yep. So you have a warranty here, important product safety instructions as well. So that's all that comes in the box. Let's just hold GoPro to their good name. Let's plug it in and see if it works. All right, let's see here. We got to peel the little screen off on the back, looks like. And let's see what we got here. Let's take a look. There you go. So it's awake. It's in. It's telling me GoPro here. And it will walk you through a setup guide, which is really nice. It will tell you, this is your Hero 5, welcome. And you can select your language here, which will be helpful. So we'll go ahead and put, let's see, English. Maybe English. There we go. And then it'll tell you the date. I don't even know what today's date is. I think it's the 29th. So we'll move this to, let's see here. We'll go 1/29. 2017. Can't believe it's 2017 already. Okay, cool. We'll go here and we'll go time. We're going to have to run over and check our iPhone real quick. Okay, so the time is 7:12. So we're going to go ahead and put in 7:12 here. Let's see what we got. 7:12. like 13 by the time I get there. And it is PM. No, this takes a little getting used to. Check. All right, cool. GPS. I'm going to leave GPS off because I don't use GPS locating. Okay, tell me I can turn on later. Take a camera tour. All right, so we're going to skip the camera tour. Skip the tour. Yes. All right, done. Our Hero 5 is all set to go. Now, I'm familiar with this camera a little bit, so let's take a look. If you swipe down, that's where you get your menus and your preferences. If you swipe over this way here, that's where you get access to Pro Tune, image stabilization, auto low light, manual audio control, which is really nice for a camera this size. This here, you get your playback. It's telling me that there's no SD card in there. It's trying to give me a warning. And the way that the menus are laid out, if you're used to using a GoPro, is substantially better. So let's say we want to change this from 1080p to 2.7K. We go here, we click 2.7K. It automatically will select which formats I can use. So in 2.7K, we'll tap that, and then I'll go into frames per second, and it will let me know. It will say, hey, you can use 60, 48, 30, or 24, but 240 and 120, as well as these other two on the top, are off limits for this particular setting. Really nicely laid out, because then you can swap just like this. You can swipe to the side, which is really nice. We tap 60 frames a second, so at 5K, at 2.7K at 60 frames a second, we'll go here. And the other one I want to show you guys is linear. This is really nice here. This basically makes it so that there is no huge fisheye effect. There's no fisheye effect at all. This will appear straight, which is really nice. It's done in camera with software, and it saves you a whole lot of trouble in post-production. So if you're looking for a camera where you can get these kinds of shots, or these kinds of shots, or even these kinds of shots, this is definitely going to be something that you want to pick up for 2017. GoPro Hero 5.